God to me was this old man with a long white beard with a stick. And every time you did something bad, he would smack you over the head with this stick. And it was someone I didn't really want a relationship with. One day when I was in year 8, having my lunch, and a mate turned up and sat down beside me and proceeded to show me an adult magazine. If I had to remember anything else that happened that year, I couldn't tell you. But I remember that moment. My brain was having this massive dopamine hit that it just wasn't ready for. I wanted more of this experience that I had, even though I knew that it wasn't good. As I moved into my teens, it became a real issue. There was a service lane behind our local shopping centre that dumped the unsold material, and I would go and climb into these dumpsters to view this material. As a young man and growing up in that Christian environment, I thought I was the only one. And the enemy would sit on my shoulder and tell me, that I was a sicko, that I was a loser. I was the only one looking at these magazines. I thought I was the worst person on the face of the earth. I thought I was just an absolute no-hoper, that I was this sexo with this huge, huge issue. I thought as I got older that this issue would pass, and it didn't. And I carried this addiction into my marriage. So porn is very much about the consumer, is take, take, take. In a really good, healthy sexual relationship, it's completely the opposite. It's give, give, give. As a couple, this wasn't okay. We realized that porn in our marriage was not going to happen. I need to get rid of this porn thing that is affecting and influencing my whole sexual relationship with my wife. Anyway, one night in a church environment, I believe I had a vision, and I was transported onto a beach. It was a beautiful beach. And with me was this amazing being. Excuse me, it still gets me emotional. This person I very quickly realized was Jesus. And he was amazing. He just wanted to have fun. We started throwing a ball around and we just had fun. This went on for quite a long time, probably about half an hour. And I very quickly realized that this is who I want a relationship with. This person is amazing. Anyway, at a point, he called me in and he said, okay, it's time to talk. And we're walking along on the hard sand. He said, we are going to walk here on the hard sand where it's easiest. It's always easiest to walk close to the water, right? And he said, at times you're going to walk up into the dunes, and at any time, come back to the water's edge and you'll very quickly realize walking here is easier, right next to me. After a period of time, I sort of come out of this experience, and it's transformed me. I realized that I wanted a relationship with this person. So at that point, I proceeded down a journey of giving up this porn. And it was not easy. It was a battle. It took years. I put a whole lot of boundaries in place. I had people I was accountable to. And I got there. I've come through, and I'm just so pleased. And after my experience on the beach, realizing that Jesus was this amazing person who met me so where I was at. He met me exactly where I needed him to be. So today, my God space is fantastic. we have this amazing friendship where he is my best mate. Oh look, I just don't know what I'd do without him, eh? He's so cool. He's so cool.